Hi guys, welcome to the video. Like, subscribe, and meh. In my last video I talked about jobs and careers, and you might have gotten the sense that I don't like my job. You're not totally wrong. Lately, other than Degrassi The Next Generation, my main source of entertainment has been YouTube videos about when and why people quit their corporate jobs. Everyone's story is unique, but they all recognize that they were deeply unhappy in their jobs and they decided to make a big change. They quit, and that's inspiring to me. My job gives me stress and anxiety every day. Most work days, I wake up with my heart pounding before I even check emails. And I get anxious on the weekends because I remember that I have to go back to work on Monday, and that sucks. For me, weekends are now just a fleeting, bittersweet taste of tranquility. They're too short to actually do anything other than take naps and watch TV. Basic R&R. But sometimes I want to upgrade to premium R&R. Like leave town for a few days or work more on my personal projects. Alas, I only have 2 days a week of pure freedom, and I haven't accrued enough paid time off at work to make 4-day weekends a regular thing. But don't get me too wrong. Yes, I want to leave my job eventually, but it's not because I hate the company I work for. I get great benefits that don't get taken out of my paycheck, I like my coworkers, we get fun social events and lunches, and it's a really casual work environment. I can wear jeans with a t-shirt and roll into work at 10 a.m. and not get into trouble. So why am I complaining? I've heard other people's stories working at other companies where they got sent home without pay for wearing the wrong shoes. So relatively, my job isn't that bad. But then why do I cry when I get home? Am I just an entitled millennial with no work ethic? Maybe, but I just don't think I can handle the stress of my job very well anymore. I get new projects every day, and it feels like it's impossible to finish anything. Some days I'm just paralyzed with fear and I feel like I can't function. I feel like I'm not doing my best, and so I feel like I'm failing the company and ultimately letting myself down. I'm half Chinese. I was an A student growing up. So I'm used to doing well, but now I'm in a job where I feel like I'm a failure. But I continue to get through it because I know I'm not gonna get fired. Honestly, I think that's the truth. Without me, there would be one person in my department and there's too much work, and I think they'll just take anyone who's willing to stay. I stay because I get good benefits and a steady paycheck. Besides, it's healthy to cry every now and then, right? And my job gives me a reason to. But for my own mental health, I can't keep taking bathroom breaks to escape work. So that's what we're here to talk about today. I know, it took me a while to get to the point, but I needed to set the context. I'll make a chapter selection. If you want to quit your job, but you don't feel ready to take that leap just yet, well, you're gonna need a plan. And when you have a plan, then maybe going to work makes it more tolerable. First, try not to burn any bridges. Even though you want to leave the company for good, you'll never know if you need to network later with the people you work with now. They could help you get connected with a job opportunity elsewhere or even another job inside the company. If you hate your current job, maybe there's a position in another department that suits you better. If you have skills that you want to nurture but aren't given the opportunity to do so in your current role, then try something else. Think about just one aspect of your job that you really enjoy. Hone in on it and tell your manager that you want to do more of that. Unless you work for a dick, I think most managers will be understanding enough to help you transition to another role within the company, especially if it means better productivity. I really hope every company is making strides to treat its workers with respect and wellness in mind, because people will just quit. Your job is not everything. Sure, if you left, they'll hire a replacement. But if it's a bad job, for how long will that new guy last? I've worked at a company that had a 100% turnover rate. There was an assistant's position that was like a revolving door. Some people lasted a few months, some people lasted a week, and some people even lasted just 1 day. So a word to all you supervisors and CEOs out there, your workers are people. We have to eat and poop and have a life too. Next, obviously you need money. That's why you're working in a job you hate, but you won't leave. Yet. So you need to save like a motherfucker. My dad told me that it's good to save at least 6 months worth of expenses to use in case of emergencies. Some people might be able to get away with just 3 months worth, but I think 6 months to a year's worth of expenses is what you should be aiming for. The more the better, because the more you save, the longer you can go without work and still be able to pay the rent and feed yourself. You can cut costs by moving in with friends or your parents, there's no shame in that, or by only shopping at the discount grocery store, or learning to grow your own food. The point of saving so much is to delay gratification now so you can buy time for yourself later. And that's the power of money. Next, before you quit, take advantage of your company's benefits. Because after you leave your job, you're not going to have access to your company's healthcare plan or their 401k match program, if they have one. So make appointments for all the doctors, the dentist, the eye doctor, the chiropractor, the OBGYN, anything and everything that's covered by your company's insurance plan or plans. If you have a constant pain or you have a suspicious looking mole, now's the time to get it checked out. now while you have access to insurance and a network of clinics and specialists. Your health is important. That's why you want to quit in the first place. So take care of it. Also, max out your 401k contribution, especially if your employer will match it. This will beef up your retirement fund. And then after you quit, you can roll that beefy 401k into a traditional IRA or into a new 401k. If you're planning to get another job after this one, the best time to look for a new job is when you have one. So start looking. This is part of why you don't want to burn bridges at work. You'll most likely need 2 to 3 references who will vouch for you so you can start a new job. So update your resume, your portfolio, your LinkedIn, anything you need to apply for jobs. Get on top of that shit. And if you don't plan to get another job after you quit, start planning what it is you are going to do. If you can start doing some of it while you're still employed, even better. You're getting a head start on the soul-nurturing future you want, while still getting the financial security of the soul-crushing job you have. Because whatever it is you're planning, it's probably going to need a budget. And this will be in addition to the emergency fund you save for living expenses. Planning to travel? Estimate how much you plan to spend in total and save accordingly. Gonna start your own business? Same answer. By quitting your job, you're going down a dark, unknown path. You don't know if you'll have saved enough from your old job to be able to sustain yourself without it. You also don't know if your new ventures are going to work out. But it's always worth finding that out for yourself. I think the biggest regret we can have in our lives is not going after the dream. And the dream is whatever it means to you. I heard Bill Burr say it in a podcast. You gotta go after the dream. Otherwise, you'll resent yourself and the people around you. If you try to get your dream and it doesn't happen, keep trying until you've exhausted all your options. And if it still doesn't happen, then you can quit, knowing that you at least tried. And then try something else. There's no shortage of opportunities out there. And if you get really desperate, well then I guess there's always porn. If there's one thing you can take away from this video, it's that there will always be people on the internet who will pay anyone to see anyone naked. So to wrap up, quitting your job is like jumping out of an airplane, and the ground below is your dream. Sure, you can jump straight at your dream with no safety, but you'll die. A glorious death. So before you jump, you'll need a parachute. The emergency fund that you've built by saving your money is your parachute. It'll sustain you while you glide down towards your dream. The bigger the parachute, the longer you can go without work, giving you more time to get there if you need it. And if the parachute fails, there's always porn. Obviously, I'm kidding. I'm not advocating for you to do porn, unless that's your thing and you're of legal age. So good luck. If you want to quit your job, make sure you have a solid financial plan and do everything in your power to go after your dream. Because if you feel like your job is killing you mentally, physically, or emotionally, then make a plan to leave because you don't have to stay. That is all. Thank you for watching. Bye.